Interested in getting a new bike, and even though I love my bike, I'd like to get a bigger wheel because I have a 650 wheel, and I'd like to upgrade it to a 700 wheel. And if I'm going to do that, I may as well look at other things I can upgrade. And apparently Harry does a great job sizing people, so I think he's going to be a good shop to check out. So this is my machine.
We're going to do bike today?
Yeah, I want you to take a look at this and tell me what could be improved.
Since 1987, I've been the founder, owner, and proprietor of Cycle Sport, now in Media, Pennsylvania. My passion for building the best road bikes money can buy started in 1976. For 18 years, I worked in the family bike business with my father, who was a former six-day race mechanic, and my brother, who was a Pennsylvania state time trial champion. I became a bike racer myself and wanted to incorporate ideas I had into a superior product. Since 1976, I have been perfecting the art of frame building, and since 1997 in Media, Pennsylvania. When we came to Media, this shop, though closed, had been a bike shop for over 50 years, so we had a built-in clientele. People knew this as the Schwinn shop. The street-level part of the store is for retail sales and service. I use the basement as a workshop to build custom frames using hand tools, welding fixtures, lathes, and tube bending machines. We do everything here except the painting. We buy the raw materials, including tubes and fittings, to hold the wheels, cables, crank, and head bearings. Then we cut the tubes to length, jig them up on a flat surface to hold them straight, and tack weld them. Then we do the final welding. Besides me, the team includes Dennis Tate, who does a lot of the hand and finish work on the frames, our welder Ed, and Drayton, who hangs the components on each frame to complete the bike. The componentry includes gears, shifters, wheels, seat, chain, handlebars, brakes, computer, and even water bottles. Custom frame building begins with an interview. We ask the customer about previous bikes they've owned, riding style, what they want to do with the bike, any special physical limitations or needs, and budget. Prices range widely depending on the materials used and the quality of the components. For a complete bike that we build, prices can go from $1,700 to $12,000 for a bike we built for the 2004 Olympics. What we do is for every bike that we build, we generate a blueprint. This plan gives us all the dimensions, angles, basically all the information that we need to build the bike. Now the plan is generated based on the interview process that we do with the customer. The bike itself is broken up into a front and a back half, and we basically get the two halves, put them together, and then we have a finished product. Materials account for a lot of the cost. We make a lot of bikes using chromoly tubing, which is steel with chromium and molybdenum added to give the steel desired characteristics, including controlling something called grain growth. Grain is a molecular structure in the steel, and when you heat it up for welding, metal grain can clump together, making it weaker. To offset grain growth, steel makers add other elements to keep the grain small. We design bikes using steel, titanium, aluminum, metal matrix composite, and carbon fiber, depending on needs discovered during this interview process. Sometimes we go with a tube that's larger in diameter, or with a little thicker wall, to accommodate the weight of the rider. Sometimes we ovalize the ends of the tube to provide stiffness in certain directions. First thing I want to check in the process is, let me have you throw your leg over the bike and stand over that top bar. Now, if you were to lift the seat and the handlebar, just lift the bike straight up underneath you, how much room do you think you have in there?
Probably an inch.
About an inch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, you can jump off.
Okay.
In designing a custom-made bike, there are two aspects we work on. One is getting the bike to feel the way the customer wants. The other is getting the right fit. Choice of design and materials takes care of feel. To get proper fit, we listen and look.